Welcome to Jakedo in the sunny Papamoa Hills here in Welcome Bay. I have Kiri Cozzy with me now from this awesome place, and it's not just a business for her, it's not just a hobby, it's her home, and she's got an amazing collection of different cacti. So let's find out a little bit more about it. So when did your love affair with cacti start, Kiri?
Very young. I started from my mother and my grandmother.
Yep.
Started with little cuttings and just grew from there.
And how do these cactus survive? Like, is it natural for them just to be growing here in the Bay of Plenty?
Oh, they'll adapt to wherever they go actually, as long as they've got good drainage. The only thing they usually, if they don't like wet feet, so their roots will rot. So if they've not got good drainage, they don't like it.
Okay, so sunny, so I think they're all right here in Tauranga. And tell us a little bit about the place now, the name Jakedo. How did you come up with that? It sounds very Mexican.
A good friend of mine, Jan Gray, asked me to take on the nursery, and so we did, and I took on a business partner, Donna, so we had Jakedo, Jakedo.
Oh, your beginning of your first name.
First letters of the name.
Ah, very clever, because it does sound very Mexican. And what kind of people do you get to come out here? Because, I mean, you're not in the Wops, but you're out of... You're out of the,
15, 20 minutes is not far from town.
And you've got beautiful views here, don't you, as well?
Oh yes, it's lovely, very nice.
So how can people find you if they want to come out here with a garden group, or maybe some kids out here want to come and experience it?
It's just by appointment. My number's in the phone book under our Jakedo Garden and Nursery, and you just book a time and come when it suits and have a look around. And
nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm keen to go and check out the rest of the garden and see all these different kinds of cacti you have. So let's go and check it out.
Let's do it.
Where are we now, Kiri?
We're in my plastic house where I keep all my plants. They keep nice and warm.
Oh, okay, so it's like a glass house but plastic.
That's right, Duralite roof, which is not so harsh. Glass can be a bit too hot for some of them.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting. And you've got quite a few, what I was going to say, what are they called, the little cactuses? The little cacti.
Cacti, you can either have little pups on plants, like these little guys are the little pups. You can take those off and carry on growing them, or you can grow them from seed, or you can just cut off bits and they all grow as well, as long as you let them dry before you plant them.
There's quite a bit to think about there. So what are we doing here? We've got a little bit of soil, and we're going to be transferring some cacti, aren't we?
What we're going to do is we're going to make a dish garden. Now all you need to do is get any sort of pot that you like. And we've got mix here. You've selected the plants that you want to use. Mm-hmm. I'll go for the prickly ones, but we do have cacti that are not prickly at all. There's no prickles on that little guy.
Have you ever been like pricked by them? Because I have, and I get so many prickles, and some of them hurt more than others as well.
Okay, well that's another reason why we have the gloves on. The gloves are good because you don't really know what's in this mix, even though I know what's in this one because I make it myself. But if you get a prickle in your finger, you pull the glove off, and most of the time the prickle will come out with it. But if you do get a prickle, get onto it straight away. Magnesium sulfate, it's a little poultice, put it on with a plaster, and it'll just draw it out. No trouble. It's when you forget about it, then you have trouble.
Okay, there we go. All right, so let's get on with it. We've got a little bit of, is that doo-doos?
Yes, this is sheep poo, sheep pellets, very good for the plants. So
not to eat though.
Not to eat, but it is plant food. Yeah, okay, so what we do is we get our little paper and we just pop that in the bottom because of the holes. You'll pick it up and all your mix will fall out if you don't do that. So we're going to pop that in the bottom.
Cool.
First of all, you can do yours, put a little bit of mix in the bottom.
Feels funny with these gloves on. I feel like I got little yellow hands.
Ken thought he was going to go and do the dishes. Okay, so we put a layer in the bottom and then we put our sheep pellets in. So we just put those down on the bottom. You can put those ones in yours.
Yep.
Now we put a bit more mix. Okay.
More here.
Yep.
So this is better than just dirt from the garden, yeah?
Oh yes, this is good drainage. It's got lots of pumice, and it's got propagating sand and potting mix. So the three to make up my cactus mix. Okay, then you select your plant.
Okay.
And you got your hands full, but you just tip her out, and we might want that one because he's a bit taller to go to the back. This guy, because he's not prickly, but he's really cool. So you just squeeze your pot, he'll fall out in there. We'll have him over there. And this nice pretty one. We have to be careful we don't knock his flower off, but you'll get more.
And how big will these grow?
Keeping them in this pot will constrict their growth. It's like stunting them because you're not giving them a lot of root run. It's when you take them out and put them in the garden that they get a root run, and that's when they get big. So it's a lot to do with the size of the pot you put them in.
I didn't know that cacti blossomed with flowers as well. That's pretty, that one.
Yes, no, they all have flowers. They just go from little flowers to big ones, tiny ones, all sorts of flowers. Everyone has a flower.
Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to tucking into my one and making a cool garden, and then we can add some pebbles for a bit of decoration. So let's go and have some fun.